Hello, I'm Vladimir, you are on the BimmerDoc channel. Guys, I have really great news for you. Remember, CarPlay activation was before that only possible on NBT Evo, so this is professional head unit, but now it is also possible on ENTRYNAV2 head unit types. Actually, this is really great breakthrough, because before that moment it was impossible to activate CarPlay so it will be like stable. Also, it was impossible to update navigation maps on those cars. It was impossible to retrofit ENTRYNAV2 type head units to those cars, and so on and so on and so on. But now it is possible, and today we'll see first how to determine which type of a head unit do you have, so you can know does it support CarPlay at all or not. And of course I'll show you how to work with your head unit so the activation will be possible and stable. Let's go. CarPlay activation process on ENTRYNAV2 type head units is exactly the same as on NBT Evo head units. But unfortunately, not all ENTRYNAV head units do support CarPlay, and here is why. First, not all ENTRYNAV head units do have Wi-Fi antenna output. I'll tell about that a bit more specifically in the middle of the video. This is very important part. So if your head unit does not have Wi-Fi antenna output, it's even impossible to retrofit that. And it means that just basically the hardware does not support the CarPlay, so there is nothing you can do about that. The only way will be exchanging the head unit, unfortunately. The software we'll be using today to activate CarPlay on that type of the head unit is exactly the same. It's called Feature Installer. I have released several videos about how to use that. If you haven't seen those, please do so. Of course, the software developer is improving their product constantly, and that's why the outlook of the software and how it treats your car, it also being improved by every time with every new update. A lot of bug fixes included and so on. So that's why I got a lot of messages about my previous CarPlay activation video. So basically, guys, you're telling I'm connecting to the car and the software does not ask me any code how to go forward. That's because the new version of the software was released. And if you're not sure how to proceed, see today's video. It will be exactly the same for NBT Evo type head units as well. Let's go to the car and talk straight to the point how you should proceed to activate the CarPlay. Let's go. The means you will require are exactly the same. All good unit cable, so it is OBD2 on one side and Ethernet output on another side. You can purchase that from wherever, eBay, Amazon. All unit cables are exactly the same. Do not buy the cheapest because the quality will be not the best one, and do not buy anything more expensive than 20-25 euros. And of course the special laptop, actually not any special laptop, just a random laptop that will run Windows 10 or Windows 11. Windows 7 is not supported. If you do have BimmerDoc sticker on it, the process will go twice as fast. With professional navigation units, or SA option 609, it was NBT Evo 2, it was like really straightforward. There were only two options. Everything was widescreen, and that's why either your software did support full screen CarPlay activation or it did not support. So straight at that. With ENTRYNAV head units or SA option 606 business navigation, it's not as straightforward. Have a look to the screen, I'll explain you. First, with business navigation, as you can see, the screen could be narrow screen, so it fits only two tiles, or it can be actually the same white screen. So this is the first bigger difference. The second difference, how to determine if you still have the white screen, do you have ENTRYNAV head unit or NBT Evo head unit. Go to your navigation system, open the maps, over there with the options, navigation settings, position and version information, and actually over here, do you see way type of the maps? Way maps go for the ENTRYNAV head unit. They cannot be fitted in any other head unit types. So it is the clear sign you have ENTRYNAV2 head unit. In addition to that, so we can see the screen is narrow. It only was able to fit only two tiles. From here I can see the software version, it is R or 21st year. It means that actually that screen would be able to support full screen also if it had wider screen. Looks complicated, isn't it? To sum up a bit, it is important to know what type of the head unit do you have? Do you have wide or narrow screen? What type of software do you have? Do you have Wi-Fi antenna output, and so on and so on? It's so complicated. That's why, guys, I have improved my bot in my Telegram channel Over there you can see it. Actually, by the time when that video will be released, it do support activation for both NBT Evo head units and ENTRYNAV head units. Just have a look to the video, then go to the same Telegram bot place, and over there, after the selection of the map, it will automatically forward you to the right place. So you'll be working even with NBT Evo or ENTRYNAV head units, with both of those. And just by selecting the right software letters and numbers, the bot actually will tell you, do you support full screen or you don't support full screen, or do you support CarPlay at all. So no worries, it will give you all the guidances. The only thing bot cannot tell you ahead is that does your unit have Wi-Fi antenna output or it does not have. How to determine that? Over here, have a look to the video. Of course, yes, in that video I'm showing based on the NBT Evo head unit how to determine, but all the same information will apply to ENTRYNAV2 head units as well, with only difference. If your car do not have pre-installed Wi-Fi antenna, it doesn't mean the end, the world is over. The only thing you will need to do, as per one of the videos, disassemble the head unit and see if the Wi-Fi antenna output is physically present there or no. If it is present, I have really good news for you guys, so your head unit do support CarPlay and you can proceed. To make it a bit more clear for you, over here are a couple of the pictures. On that picture actually you can see that that unit is without any Wi-Fi antenna output. So if you have exactly the same situation, unfortunately, bad news for you guys, your head unit does not support CarPlay. If you do have that type of the head unit where the Wi-Fi antenna output is present, really great news, you can proceed. Just plug in antenna, because in BMW CarPlay cannot work without the Wi-Fi. It is just how it's made on the good cars. And now let's proceed to the activation procedure itself. How to do that properly? A lot of guys have a lot of problems while connecting the Ethernet cable to the car, not seeing car afterwards. So the right procedure will be start the engine or ignition and wait for 30 seconds. It is important for gateway ECU to boot up and make all his procedures. Only after that connect the Ethernet cable into the car. If you make it vice versa direction, it might happen that you will be unable to see the car. The solution then will be either disconnecting the negative cable of your car battery or just locking the car for half an hour so it will go to the sleep, and after that just start the procedure as I just told you. So starting the car, shit, it's manual. Starting the car, waiting for 30 seconds and then connecting Ethernet cable to OBD2 output. Step 1, start the software. And if you have done everything correctly, then you'll see your VIN code. The new version of the software will not ask for any activation code. That's why you can download it without having activation code and just make sure that your computer can actually see your car and you are ready to go. The next question will be from where to get that code. Of course, you can get it from my BimmerDoc bot. Link is one more time over there. If you haven't used that, please do feel free to do so. It is so simple to use. Just see the reviews if you don't trust me. Next thing will be press identify, and now the feature installer will ask for the code. Just enter the code you have received from the bot. You'll get the same software also from the bot. You'll get all the links needed to see how to proceed and so on also from the bot, so no worries. And press continue. And the rest of the procedure is fully automated. Of course, you do have to have good internet connection to make the procedure, because all the work is actually made on the back end of the server, so internet connection is a must. And actually over here, the only thing you will require to do, the software has analyzed your car, and actually on the back end I have also made everything so it will work exactly for your car. The code will be applied only to one VIN code and it cannot be used on other cars. The only thing you need to do is now to press start. I'm pressing the start button. Now the software will make everything for CarPlay to happen. Your head unit will restart several times. Blue screen might appear. It's absolutely okay. if whatever error do happen during the activation process, for example, your wife calls you and tells, honey, please bring the milk home, and of course you lose internet during that. If whatever crash happens, no worries, just start the process all over again until it will be finished. Sometimes, for example, you had a bad connection to the internet or whatever other happened, no worries, just run it again and you will be absolutely fine. Now let's just wait while the software will make everything needed to a head unit. As I told you, several restarts might happen. And as you can see from the log, it is success and everything has been done. If the software told you anything else like failed, aborted, whatever, so it means just make it again. In addition to that, actually, you can already close the software, it's not needed anymore. In addition to that, pay attention that on your desktop, the special FSC code was created. With the help of that code, you can actually update the navigation maps of your ENTRYNAV head unit. It was impossible before. Before that, it was only possible through the subscription, but now the head unit has been cracked, so that's why feel free to use. If you don't know how to apply that code, how to download the maps, how to properly put them to the USB stick, feel free, see that video, it's everything explained there. Now please have a look to the screen. After the CarPlay activation process, the CarPlay will not appear in your vehicle straight away. You go to Connected Drive, over there Manage Mobile Devices, and actually over there you need to delete all the old phones. It is just must procedure, so just delete all the phones, otherwise you might have issues connecting. The same thing has to be done from the iPhone side also. Now you click Connect New Device and actually you will see CarPlay over here. If you don't see, in most cases you will not see CarPlay activation over there, the thing you'll need to do is hold the volume button over here for each 30 to 40 seconds. It will cause the head unit to make a restart, and after that the CarPlay will appear there. It is absolutely must procedure. If you have any other issues during the CarPlay activation, please read through the frequently asked question section in my bot. It will tell you exactly what to do. On the current vehicle, actually it happened that holding the volume button does not cause the restart of the head unit, and it is just must procedure. So you have two ways how to solve that. Either open the feature installer, I'll just even show you. You're opening the software again. If you were unable to make the restart, we are holding the volume button. The software calculates again everything. You will not need to run the software again. I mean, no need to activate the full software again. But over here, actually, you can see the reset button. It will cause the restart of the head unit. I'll press that and then pay attention to the screen. It will restart. I have pressed that. Have a look to the screen. And you can see it's black screen and it is restarting. So it is one of the ways how you can force restart to head unit. If you feel uncomfortable running all those high-tech technology, pressing all the buttons and so on, just lock your car for half an hour. It will cause your car to go to the sleep, and after that the CarPlay will appear in your vehicle. And now I'll show you how to properly connect your BMW to your iPhone. The precondition for that is having Wi-Fi antenna. If you don't have that, please install that. Installation can be done even after the CarPlay activation. No extra coding will be required, but without the antenna you will not have the connection, or the connection will be disrupted. Have a look to the screen. You go to Connected Drive, over there Manage Mobile Devices, Connect New Device, and now you select Apple CarPlay and press Confirm. On your iPhone you will start to looking through the Bluetooth devices and initialize the CarPlay activation. At the moment I have encountered an issue that I was unable to connect the CarPlay to the phone, but I do know that that car was able to connect before. So what might be the case? After the activation, if you have any issues, just lock the car for half an hour. After that, the head unit will restart properly and your CarPlay will be working. So no worries with that. If no connection, just lock the car and leave it for sleep. I really hope you did enjoy that video. If you do so, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Also leave likes, comments and all that stuff. You really know how to do that. See you next time. Bye.